Well, first of all, congratulations on being the Calhoun's High School Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
Let's kind of start with, how long you been pitching?
Since I was 7 or 8, a long time.
So, a lot of people now think that, maybe if you start pitching that early, you get burned out. Did you really have somebody that kind of watched over you and made sure that you didn't throw too many pitches or throw too many breaking balls? Or who was kind of the person that was behind you getting started?
Me and my dad really, we made sure we never threw a curveball. I didn't throw one until I was in high school. It's really fastball changeup, and he just pushed me and made sure that I stayed on track the whole time.
Really? So you never threw a curveball till you were in high school?
Yeah, I didn't throw many my freshman year, but that's when I really started, and then kind of picked up more my junior year.
When did you first kind of get the inkling that, maybe this is something that you might make a career out of?
Probably freshman year when I jumped up a little bit in miles per hour. I thought once I got up there, I was like, well, maybe I can do this next level.
Now, how fast do you throw?
Low to mid 90s.
Low to mid 90s. So is the fastball your best pitch, or do you have is the breaking ball, the changeup? I mean, what do you consider your out pitch?
My fastball is my best pitch, but I'm very confident in both my other pitches.
So. Aren't you? Yeah. Yes. So you figure with so you got 3 right now, and that pretty much is enough to get you by?
Yeah. I have a 2-seam as well and a slider, but they're working in. So I have 3 pitches that I'm really comfortable with, and then 2 that I'm working on. So.
All right. So let's talk about this year coming in. Pigeon Forge, obviously, with you there, and pretty good team coming in. Did you guys have high aspirations starting the season?
Yes, we started the season working out and stuff, and our goal was to win the state championship and make it back to the state, and just get back in the state title game and win one for everybody in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah. It's kind of a thing. They kind of picked you guys up, didn't they? The Pigeon Forge community is kind of a big deal.
Yes, they're glad. They're happy for us. They're just supporting us all the way, and we're just trying to do it for them.
Now, throughout the year, I understand you had 4 no-hitters. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And 2 of those were perfect games.
Yes, sir.
Is this the first year you've kind of got to that, or have you had no-hitters in the past?
Last year and this year, I both started the year with a perfect game, but
wow.
That I didn't know I was going to throw that well. I just wanted to win the ball game, really.
Now, talk to me about a perfect game and like going into the last inning. I mean, are you a superstitious guy? I mean, does everybody stay away from you, or is it just kind of something you just kind of let it roll?
Just do the same thing, kind of, I guess, superstition, but make sure no one talks about it.
Yeah, so nobody did say anything to you. They pretty much know that's the way you want to roll, huh?
Yeah.
All right. What's it feel like when you get out there and you get down to the last out?
It's just an adrenaline rush. You don't want to mess anything up, and just try to go after them, whether it's striking them out or getting them ground out.
Do you usually find out with one of those that somebody out in the field does something? Is there usually a great play somewhere that kind of helps you keep it together?
Somewhere along the lines, yeah. There's a great shortstop, play a shortstop or great catch somewhere. So it's about the team, not just me. So.
No, I understand that. You can't do it by yourself, that's for sure. Now, you guys go to the state tournament, and it gets down to where you got to get started, and you threw the first game at the state. Kind of walk me through how that one went for you.
I felt loose. I felt real well on that Tuesday night. Just came out and just wanted to get a victory like we did. End up throwing a perfect game right there, but it was just staying loose and trying to make every pitch work and let my defense work behind me.
Now, if you had to guess at the state tournament when you threw the perfect game in the opener, how many scouts were out there at that point?
There was around 5 or 6. So.
Do you get kind of used to having all the radar guns come up every time you start to wind up?
Yeah, after about a month or so, I got used to it. So.
Did you find ever that when you saw a radar gun that you tried to maybe overthrow to show up better, or are you pretty much just a kind of a guy that does it the same every time?
I just try to do it the same every time. I mean, if you overthrow, sometimes you can run into injuries, and sometimes you can run into throwing not as hard. So I just let everything go and do what I did every other pitch.
So you get to the finals, and you're back out there again, and was kind of a good game, and then you pitched well. Did the rest have any problem, and did you have to come back faster than you'd like to? Did you feel like you had your best stuff?
I felt like I had good stuff, not my best stuff, but adrenaline was pumping. Really, my arm didn't hurt at all. So I mean, I knew I was going to get the ball once we made it. So.
Oh, I bet you did know you were going to get the ball, and having the ball at the end, just kind of explain the feeling of finally getting where you wanted to go.
It's just incredible. Last pitch, last 3 outs. It's just, when we came back from 3-0, tied it up, and then ended up winning it in the 8th. It was just an incredible moment.
You struck out the side, right?
Yes, sir.
So that you think that was more adrenaline than anything else? It's like, okay, we're going to finish this off?
Yeah, I knew they were swinging at everything, really. They were anxious. I figured they'd take first strike, but they came out hacking. So I knew that my best stuff was going to be my fastball, especially with my adrenaline pumping. So. Yeah.
Did you have any idea, did any of the guns say what you were throwing in that last inning?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
No.
Now, obviously, you're a senior, so from here you got 1 of 2 paths. You've, I think, signed with South Carolina. Pretty good program, huh?
Yeah, they're doing very well in the past 10 years or so. Play North Carolina tomorrow in the Super Regional.
I bet you're keeping track of them. Now, also the baseball draft, and as we do this interview, this could very well be the day that you're taken, as rounds 3 through 10 go today, and it's the day you'll be taken. What goes through your mind at this point? What's involved in the decision-making process, and where do you have any inkling at this point which way you're leaning?
I'm more than likely going to go to South Carolina. It's all about how much money you get.
Sure, well, obviously.
So you don't want to pass up. I don't want to pass up South Carolina for nothing. So
sure.
Really.
I mean, and I'm not asking you an exact amount, but like you and your parents kind of sit down and say, okay, this is the amount that's enough, and have you had any conversations with any teams? Have they asked you, what it might take to sign you?
Yeah, well, a lot of teams have. It's signability, and we asked for more than 1.5, and I mean it's got to be life changing.
Sure.
So a team called last night in the 69th pick and asked if I would take $800,000, and we just said no because I didn't want to pass up South Carolina for that.
Well, sure.
Not enough money.
I mean, any more of the college game is a great stepping stone into the professional game. It kind of takes the place a little of some of the minor leagues, right?
Yeah,
I'm guessing it's pretty much better at South Carolina than some of the minor leagues, probably.
Yeah, that's what a bunch of people say. You have a faster path to the majors if you do what you're supposed to do in college.
Sure.
So just gonna go down there and work. And the only reason I would not go there is if someone saved up some money, and it'd be very crazy if I end up going to the draft.
Pretty exciting time though, huh? I mean, all this hard work, and it's right here in front of you.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm glad it's paying off. Just gotta keep working. It's not over yet. It's not done. I'm gonna keep pushing myself and doing everything that I can to my best ability.
I know a lot of Tennessee fans are hoping you decide on professional baseball because they don't want to see you for the next 3 years at South Carolina. But congratulations on a great year, your state championship, and best of luck with your future endeavors.
Thank you. I appreciate it.